I just want to say before I start how amazing the other performers are tonight. Such a great job. Can I have a hand? Also, just how amazing like all the tech people are. I'm used to doing shows at theaters where there's like one wire that leads nowhere and a guy's like, work it out, or something like that. You know, this is pretty awesome to have like all this stuff. It's very, very cool. I'm a little bitter tonight despite my happy facade. I just left a relationship where a lot of things I was blind about until afterwards. And so this is an original song called Wonderwall by Oasis. No, I'm just kidding. It's an original song about somebody who has trouble differentiating between reality and dream, I guess. The first time I saw you under my best friend's bed. Oh, by the way, just real quick. When I started writing this song, I played the first verse with my dad, and he was like, is this song about porn? And I'm like, no, it's not. So just, you can keep that in mind. It's not really important. It's not about porn, don't worry. The first time I saw you under my best friend's bed, he didn't have an explanation. My mama says I have a very strange fixation. I remember the first time that you weren't just a simple hallucination. My doctor says I have a vicious, overactive imagination. One, two, 3, 4. The adventures of Captain Mac, who most notably survived a mutant dog attack. And his sidekick, Hurricane, because you can't bring the thunder without the rain. And the Marmoset mystery, where Captain Mac saved the city from a chimpanzee. Or was that just in my head? I guess that could have been just in my head now. The captain never solved the mystery. Anyway, I remember growing up real quickly at a normal speed. And I outgrew comic books, it's partly true. And I remember spending time with the only girl who ever really mattered. I remember that I fell in love with you. I remember the first time you threw your hands in the air and you said you were done. I remember the first time you threw a punch at me 'cause I was acting dumb. I remember the first time when we both tried to seek help for each other. I remember lying in your bed and you lied that there was no other. Or was that just in my head? I guess that could have been just in my head now. The photographs inside my brain have captured me instead. Or was that just in my head? Oh, that was just in my head now. That was just in my head. Anyway, I remember when you told me that you loved me. Then I remember when you slapped me across the face. And I remember when I thought you were the only girl who ever really mattered. Seemed all your married friends had won the steeplechase. I remember how we rented a house in Maui. And I remember that the rent was way past due. Thank you. And I remember that because of that situation, I had to move in with your parents. And I remember that you also had to move in with us too. I remember how we set the lawn on fire. I remember you said it wouldn't catch, but then it did. And I remember the neighbors' kids running away from said fire. And I remember buying the neighbor's new fence because the first one burned down. I remember that's the year that you enlisted in the latest war in the Middle East. And I remember that you totally existed. And I remember that my love life's not diseased. Or was that just in my head? I guess that could have been just in my head now. The photographs inside my brain have captured me instead. Or was that just in my head? I guess that could have been just in my head now, 'cause you were once so alive, but now the memory's dead. Or was that just in my head? That could have been just in my head now. I only lost my best friend anyway. Anyway, thank you.